are you? How's everybody doing today? I seem to be a little cold. My hairs are cold. Okay, I'm going to jump right in for a few minutes. On Fridays, I send you a email called Attendance Friday. This is not an option. It is a requirement. You guys need to respond back to the email. Because if my records are correct, I only had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 people to respond back. If I am incorrect, please get with me. You need to show me proof that you responded back to the email. Right now, on Fridays, you are not required to come. But after this Friday, if I cannot get a response back from you, you will be required to attend class on Fridays at our regular time. So going out to this Friday, I will send out a mass email to everyone in the class. It will be entitled Attendance Friday. You need to open up the email, read what it says, respond back. If I have a code in there, that means you need to type that code and send the email back. If I ask you 1 or 2 questions, that means you need to respond back to the questions. Send the email back to me. You guys know how to reply to the email and to send it back. So there's no excuse for you not responding back to the emails. It's very important that you do so. So after this Friday, if I do not get full response from everybody, you will be coming to class on Fridays from 10:15 until 11:15. Do you understand me? If somebody, I need to put it in the chat. I will respond back to the email on 9/18. I will respond back to the email on 9/18. So make sure that you are doing that, okay? Because right now, at this particular time, we are not requiring that you come to class, but you still have to respond back. Whether if the teacher decides to send an email, some teachers do attendance quiz like I do Monday through Thursday. I chose to do an email every Friday, and you know that because I talk about it all week long from the very beginning. Since we started school, I tell you every day, please make sure to respond back to your email on Fridays. So there's no excuse that you don't respond back. So right now, a lot of you have absences on Friday. No excuse, none. Last week, we did not have a test, and I was going to give you a mini test. I didn't choose to do a mini test, but this week, we're going to do a mini quiz, excuse me. We're going to do a mini quiz this week, and we're also going to do a test on Friday. So look forward to both. Also, on last week, and I'm going to share my screen, so make sure we can go over what we need to go. On last week, in our modules, we began talking about communication, plagiarism. Who can tell me what plagiarism is? Can I get somebody to unmute? And please tell me what plagiarism is.
When you copy something word for word.
Okay, when you copy something word for word, and what else? Give me more, give me more.
When you don't give credit.
Thank you guys. Y'all are so awesome. Thank you, Jamani. Thank you, Naphtali. Thank you, Kenny, for the chat. Thank y'all. I know it's Monday. I do. So I do understand that. So great. So we learned about plagiarism. We also, again, we learned about the 7 C's of communication. We're going to expand our lesson on the 7 C's of communication on tomorrow. So, and in the weeks building up, we've learned about the Myers-Briggs type. We're going to go back over that because I want us to go back and make sure that we know what type of attitudes, behaviors that we have. Because when you know this, you'll be better able to choose the career that best fits you. Okay. Mind you, there are some things that you will have to work on. Okay. If some things you're going to have to overcome, you're going to have to work on. But everything is a learning process. And I know that. But you have to know that it is a learning process. At this particular time, before we go any further, if I could get everybody to go to quizzes in Canvas. Under quizzes, you have an attendance quiz. It says attendance quiz 9/14/20. Please go and complete that attendance quiz right now. And Adriana, after class, I'm gonna send you an email in a minute. After class, stay on, okay?
Okay.
And Andrea, is Andrea with you?
No, haven't.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
Hey, Deanna, how are you?
I'm good.
Now, Deanna, are you in my class now? Are you in my class now?
Yes.
Okay, so okay, let me get you in here. And you're in career management because I think I had you on another role. Um,
Yeah, I'm in career management.
okay. All right, I'll get with you on a couple of things. I'll get with you on a couple of things. One. So, guys, make sure you're doing the attendance quiz under quizzes. So make sure you go there and get that done. Okay, so everybody right about now should have completed the attendance quiz and quizzes. Okay, I thought the internet had when I was looking, like my screen had went blank. Okay, so everybody right about now should have done the attendance quiz. And you should, let's see where we at, so I can make sure that we're all on one accord. Okay, so let's go back and make sure we're where we need to be. Okay, so today, I think we already did, okay, so I got two 913s. Bear with me a moment. Okay, we've done that one. Also, on the discussion, I'm looking right now. It looks like the discussion, it says discussion number 9, and the date, I have 9/13. Only a few of you did discussion 9. So I want you to take this time to complete discussion number 9. You click on it, it tells you what you need to explain, describe, or list. Then also 9/13, I think my dates are off. I have to change, let me see if I put that in there. Discussion number 10, I changed that date. I think that was on last week. I just got my dates mixed up, so I have to go back and change my dates. But right about now, everybody should have completed discussion number 9 and discussion number 10. So let's make sure that we have done discussion number 9 and discussion 10, and I will come back with you in just a few minutes. Let me see if I can change that date. I have to change the other one in a few. So everybody should be on day number 10. You should be under 914. Make sure you do discussion number 10 and number 9. And I will give you a few minutes and we'll come back together. I'm sorry, guys. I've been talking and I've been on mute. Uh, I think on last week I had asked everyone we were going to do a project. We're going to do a PowerPoint on, you had to do some research. We had explained the importance of following directions, discuss sources that provide directions, distinguish between oral and written directions, describe procedures for following directions, and demonstrate procedures for following directions. So all of this, you could put in your own knowledge, but definitely, most definitely, I want you to do some research. And all you had to do was Google this and come up with some information. Please make sure wherever you get your information or have gotten your information from, that you give the author, the website, their credit. If you got it from a website, you need to copy. You can right click, copy and paste the website, put it in your works cited, have a separate sheet that says works cited, put number 1, then put your copy, paste your website. If you got it from a book, make sure that you put the book down or wherever. More than likely, you'll find your information from the internet. So that means you need to tell me what those resources are, where you got your information from. Naftali, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I do believe you said that you have finished, right?
Yes.
Okay. How everybody else, has everybody else finished the assignment? Yes or no? Just be honest. Put it in the chat.
What was the question again?
I want to know if everybody finished the assignment where you had to do the PowerPoint on this right here, following directions.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah. No,
Okay. Okay, Naftali, do you have an issue with presenting on Thursday? Are you okay with doing that on Thursday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what I want y'all guys to do, so Thursday, everybody, if you finish the assignment, please send me the PowerPoint and let me look it over. Okay? Because make sure that you got everything correct. Send me your PowerPoint so I can look it over. I need to have it no later than Wednesday so I can look it over. I want y'all to present on Thursday. So make sure that you come to class, you are ready when we're going to go ahead and present those. Okay? So I'm probably going to I'll try to get as many of you in on that day to present. Okay? Let me know if you have an issue with presenting. Maybe this first time I won't make you present. But after this, we're going to have to learn to present because we are in a career management class. Nobody's going to make fun of you, not that I'm aware of, because if they do, they're going to have to deal with me. And I don't think they want that. So make sure that we are courteous when our classmates are presenting. None of us are perfect. We may not pronounce everything correctly, but we are here for each other. We are a team. On tomorrow, I want us to go back, and we went over it. We've discussed it before, but I want us to go back over the 7 C's of communication. I need about 7 people, if you can volunteer, because I want you to do a presentation on tomorrow. I will send you the information a little bit later today, what I want you to be able to discuss on. So you definitely know that you will be talking about one of the 7 C's of business communication. Therefore, you may want to include a mini PowerPoint, a mini video, or some graphics or some type of information. And I want you to make sure you do your best work on it. And be ready to discuss what you find. So the 7 C's of communication, remember they were, here it has correctness, but it was correct, complete, concise, clear, concrete, courteous, and consideration. Those were the 7 C's, and we discussed that correct was an expression which connotes an absence of error, meaning that correctness means that you have the facts. It's the truth. It's not your opinion. And being complete, that means that you have completed everything. You've got your point across. You have not left out anything. So you did from A to Z. You did your research, so to speak. Everything was concise, meaning that it was clear. Everybody could understand it. Clearness is the same thing under here with expression free from, meaning that it was easy to understand. Concrete, meaning that it was valid, interesting. Courteous means that you're being respectful, you're being polite, you're being considerate. Even though sometimes people that you may present in front of or your team members, you may not see eye to eye on everything, but you're courteous. When you send an email to your clients or to your staff, once you become business owners, you are always courteous, okay? Just because you're the owner or the boss doesn't give you a right to be nasty to anyone. Just because I'm your teacher does not give me the right to be mean or cruel or just downright nasty, although I will get on you for not completing assignments or if I feel that you're acting out of order, but I'm still going to be as courteous as possible. Also, we talked about that consideration is being thoughtful, sympathetic. You're giving your attention. So these are all the 7 C's of business. And I want you guys, I'm going to have you, anybody put in the chat, Damien, what's good? Hey, Damien. Damien, make sure that you go to quizzes and complete the attendance quiz. It says 914. Make sure you have done discussion number 9 and discussion number 10. Well, were you here? Well, it says okay. Now finish. Okay. Damien, make sure, because I didn't see you did the attendance quiz. Make sure you go back and do the attendance quiz. I'm going to send out some emails to you in just a little bit of some things that I want you to present on. That means that you probably have to do 1 to 3 slides, Google Docs or PowerPoint slides on the information. Make sure you have some nice graphics. Make sure you have stuff spelled correctly. Make sure you have things that need to be capitalized. The letter I is always capitalized. Like I know you, he and I is always capitalized, never lowercase. So from this point on, remember that. Any typos, make sure you went back. I want you to when I call on you, I want you to present your screen. Do y'all know how to present your screen? Is there anybody confused on how to do that? The only thing you do, you'll just move your cursor around or your mouse around. It's just presenting. Okay. So Kenny, you have until actually we're gonna present the following directions on Thursday. I want you to send me your PowerPoint or what you got by Wednesday. So I need it by Wednesday so I can go over it with you. So make sure everything's right, okay? But I'm going to email some of you, and I want you, hey, well, you already, I want you to be able to go back. I'm going to send you some information. I want y'all guys to go back and the information that I send you, I want you to be able to present on it tomorrow. Make sure that you present on it tomorrow. Guys, every day that you come in, I will do my best to have already had the attendance quiz up. Make sure that you do the attendance quiz. It's more than likely, it will always be under quizzes unless I tell you otherwise. So when you come on, go to quizzes and it'll be whatever date we're on. Complete the attendance quiz. Even though I take my attendance quiz, I have a paper document, but I still need the documentation, the timestamp where you answer something, so I can have proof to say, yes, Alfonso was here today. Yes, of course, Alexi was here today. Make sure that when you come on into class, you are just not signing on and then you zone out. That doesn't get it with me. Okay. If I call on you, I know sometimes we may be zoned out or stepped away, but please come on when I call your name. When you come on into class, you have to be here in class, not just signing on and go back to sleep. Everybody else wants to go back to sleep or find something else to do, but this is what is required of us. This is how we grow, and this is how we will succeed in life when we show up. When you show up, you go up. When you show up, you grow up. Okay? Grow up, go up. So make sure that you're showing up, you're participating. Okay? All right. Again, when I send out, if I didn't say it before, the attendance quiz, I send it out every Friday. I only had probably about 5 to 7 people to respond back to that email. When I send that email out, every Friday it says attendance a Friday. That means you need to open it up, read it. If I tell you to send back the code, send back the code. If I ask you 1 or 2 questions, answer the questions, send the email back to me. Otherwise, you will be counted every Friday absent. If I don't get the response back that I want this Friday, you will start attending my classes. That means you're going to come on Fridays 10:15 until 11:15. Do you understand me? Because you will, if I don't get 100% participation as far as that email, then you don't tell me to chill, you better hush. You gonna come to class on Friday. I'm not playing. Because I tell you every day, Monday through Thursday, please, okay? I got you, baby. I just got to put it to you, okay? So now what I want us to do is,
Yeah, Miss Hargrave.
okay, Jamani. Jamani, like, I got it. Y'all better get it. Y'all, I'm gonna get y'all. Okay,
You had me waking up at 10 o'clock. Got my good nap.
What?
For your email.
Well, you know what? You either check my email, you're gonna be in class. What you want? What you want?
I got the email. I get the email.
You respond back to me, so that's fine. That is totally fine. So you responded back, so you're good to go. You don't have anything to worry about. As long as you keep responding. If you don't, then you're gonna have an issue.
Nah.
Get y'all. Okay, so let's make sure what I want y'all guys to do today. And I don't think I'm gonna start anything new today. Make sure you have all done up to discussion number 10. We know about plagiarism, following direction. Let's go back over following directions because I want to make sure you guys are understanding. Following directions. Why is it important to follow directions? 1, it can save your life. Okay, you'll know it along the same line. You have instructions, you'll know when, like they're showing the men and women here in the armed services. You have to make sure that you follow directions. These people have to follow directions because they got to be on point. When they're out there on the field, they got to know when it's time to attack, when it's time to stop, when it's time to take cover, whatever they need to do. So that means you need to pay attention. You follow directions for product safety. For instance, when you take medicine, you just don't take medicine that's prescribed by the doctor. You need to read those directions. Although he gives you directions, but make sure you read that bottle. And if that bottle is saying something different, a lot of times your doctor would tell you, give you information on your medication. And if sometimes when you go to the pharmacist, get the prescription filled, the directions are different. So that's when you need to call back to the doctor, say, okay, you told me to take this 2 times a day, but the pharmacist has it, I take it 3 times a day. So there was a time over the summer, my mom had what was it? I think we were in a car accident. So we were back in May. I was in a pretty bad car accident where I totaled my SUV. My mom broke her wrist, and she had to have surgery. And then the airbag put a chemical burn on her knee. She had a big old blister about this big, and I have pictures of it. And when she went to when she went to the hospital, they gave her directions, but then the pharmacist gave her different directions. So therefore, I had to call her doctor, her original doctor, and find out. I had to go because my mom couldn't go. I had to go into the doctor's office for my mom and find out, what direction she had to have, because they weren't the same directions. So make sure you follow directions. For your education, anytime a teacher gives you an assignment, or if you're not clear on something, just get with the teacher so you have better understanding of the assignment. When you follow directions, you're more efficient. That means that you produce stuff better. Your work is top notch. When you follow directions, you are better able to get to your destination when you're traveling. Following directions, you're able to read a GPS, read a map. I don't read maps. I do better with the GPS, so that's my thing. Some people like read maps. That's not for me. So following directions help with a lot of things. So make sure that you are trying to do your best as far as following directions. Let me see what I got. Let me go back to my thing. Make sure, guys, that you have done discussion number 9 and discussion number 10. So discussion number 10 takes you through today. Also, let me go back. Following directions. This is your assignment that is due on Thursday, okay? I think a lot of you also had to do, make sure you've done the 102 7 C's business communication. Up here it says the 7 got instructions. Complete the following statements. Let me make sure y'all can see what I'm talking about, because I don't want to confuse y'all. Okay, if you have not done this, the 102 7 C's of business communication, make sure that you go and get this done. The instructions are complete the following statements. The 7 guidelines for effective communication are communicating what you want to convey in the least possible words. So you're going to tell me which one of the 7 C's that goes with. This number 2 says implies emphasizing on a specific message or goal at a time rather than trying to achieve too much at once. So read all 7 of these. You may need to go back to the information on the 7 C's. So make sure you go back to that. Also make sure that you view the video. Then if you go down to number 8, you need to fill in the blank. Under completeness, if you go back and view the information, excuse me for this. If you go back and complete the reading on, make sure, guys. Okay, so make sure the 7 C's, but make sure you read the information. If you go back and read the information on completeness, that is where the video was located. But under that, you see the 7 C's of communication, business communication. But fill in the blank. The blank of the message must take into consideration the blank and should communicate all the facts and figures related to the message. If you go back and look at completeness, you'll know what the fill in the blanks are. If you go back and look at concise, you'll be able to fill in the information and fill in the blanks. So make sure you go back to the 7 C's of business communication. You'll be able to get all your answers, okay? And what you'll do is you'll go in. It will give you space to put your information in here. It'll also give you once you'll be able to edit and put your information in the blank lines. This must be done. So what I want y'all guys to do is to go back and get this done along with discussion number 9, discussion number 10. This is also what you need to be working on. So please make sure that you get that done. Please make sure that by Wednesday, I have your following directions PowerPoint in just a few minutes. Within the next few minutes to an hour, I will email you individually on something that I want you to be ready to present on tomorrow. There are no exceptions. You have to be ready to present on tomorrow. Do I have anybody that has any questions on anything? Make sure you have completed the attendance quiz for today. Do I have anybody? Mr. Joseph, Giselle, Damien is here. If you have not completed that attendance quiz, please make sure that you go and complete that attendance quiz right now. No exceptions. Do I have anybody that has any questions? Anybody got any questions? Okay. If you don't have any questions, you are free to leave. I will email you individually on what I want you to do on tomorrow. Okay. Y'all have a great day. Andrea and Adriana, if you stay on with me for a minute.